In this video, myself, a geography nerd, is taking on the Sporcle Flags of the World Challenge, and I'm here to redeem myself after messing up on the final country in the previous quiz video. Hello everyone and welcome back to the geoguessr YouTube channel, where, like I said, today I'm taking on the Flags of the World Challenge. After only missing one country in the Countries of the World Challenge, I think I can truly get a perfect score on this map, get that illustrious 197 out of 197, because I think I'm better at recognizing flags than countries on a map. And quickly, before we get into it, guys, if you're new here and you just somehow stumbled upon my videos, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this or more geoguessr content. So without further ado, let's get right into this. Let's first one. Oh, so the flag comes up here. Okay, so the flag comes up here. And I don't do them in this order, so let's do this. Let's do Sri Lanka. I did do this quiz before, but it hasn't been in a long time. So, just like the last video, this is basically a fresh take on this quiz. I do look at flags a lot, so I like to think I know most of them, but this is still, like, it's been a while since I've tried it. So this is Turkmenistan, the almost carpet-looking thing on the left. And as I go through this, I'm going to try and give some interesting facts about some of these countries or some of these flags, if I know them. Like, for example, this one, Malawi. This country in Africa, it's just east of Botswana, and it has, I believe it's one of the countries where water takes up the majority of, or like the highest percentage of water based on the country's area, because Lake Malawi takes up a huge portion of this country's area. So that's kind of an interesting fact. This is Uzbekistan. I'm also going to comment on some countries that are maybe I've been to, like this one, St. Kitts and Nevis, or countries where I just love their flags and some of my favorite flags. I'll let you know when my favorite country flag in the world comes up, because it's a really cool one. So St. Vincent is this one here. I haven't been to St. Vincent. I've been to a lot of Caribbean countries on cruises, so I'll probably see, I can't speak into this at the same time. I'll probably mention the countries I've been to as I get through. This is Cuba. Never been to Cuba. This is Libya. Libya, before I think 2012, had just an all green rectangular flag, but they changed it to that, and I think it looks a lot better. This is Nauru, one of the smallest countries in the world. It's just a small island, and fun fact, they don't actually have a capital city. They have a capital region. It's called Yaran District, because basically the island is one city. This is Kyrgyzstan, which people like to call the Xbox country because of that beautiful flag. Brunei is basically in Malaysia. It's part of Malaysia, but it's its own country because it's where royalty lives, and it has one of the highest GDPs in the world. Costa Rica in Central America, popular tourist destination. Mozambique, the only flag with an AK-47 on it, which is pretty neat. Malta, small country south of Italy. St. Lucia, beautiful flag. This is El Salvador. Now, a lot of these countries in Central America are going to look very similar, these flags. El Salvador has the two horizontal stripes, top and bottom, with the almost like a ring of a wreath in the center. So this is El Salvador. This is Iraq, I believe. Yeah, some of these Middle Eastern flags get really confusing as well, but I'm going to try and get them all on the first try. Let's see. So this is North Korea, as a lot of you probably know. Ooh, this is either Romania or Chad. So the cool thing about Romania and Chad is that they have basically identical flags, but the blue stripe here on the left is a little bit darker on the Chad flag, and I can't really tell which one this is. I'm going to guess Romania. Yeah, it was Romania, so we'll get to Chad a little bit later, but you'll see what I mean when we get there. Central African Republic. I like the flag, but I think it's a bit busy. A lot of stuff going on. This is Nigeria. A lot of you probably know that one too. Now this one. So green, white, and orange is Ireland. Orange, white, and green is Cote d'Ivoire, or Ivory Coast. So this is definitely Ireland. I know this one. I've messed those up before, but I'm not messing it up this time. Don't worry. This is Georgia. This is Vanuatu, one of these very small island nations in Oceania. There's going to be a few more of those as we go along. So this one's Slovenia. You can see this little badge, this little crest on the left side of the flag, has some hills and some snow in it. This is very, very similar to the Slovakian flag. But in Slovenia, it's snow and hills. In the Slovakian flag, there's like a cross almost. We'll get to that when we see it later. This is the Dominican Republic. This is Laos, Algeria. I'm not going to have a fact for every single country. Croatia, one of the checkerboard or chessboard designs, pretty cool. Dominica. This is France, as most you probably know. The only flag with a dragon on it is Bhutan. This one here, beautiful, beautiful country. Belarus. This is Denmark, I think the longest continually used flag in the world of any country, if I'm not mistaken. Burkina Faso. This is Cyprus. Only Cyprus and Kosovo have the outline of the country on the flag, so that's pretty cool. This is Namibia. Beautiful flag, I think. Very simple, but very to the point. Very nice. Mongolia. This is Guatemala. See, similar crest in the center to the El Salvador flag, but you have vertical stripes. Guatemala. This is the UK. Everyone knows that. Speaking of countries everyone knows, it's Japan. This is Guyana. Very interesting country in South America. It borders another country, Suriname, and neither of them are Spanish-speaking. Guyana is English-speaking, and when I get to Suriname, I'll give you the Suriname fact. But very interesting country in South America. This is Hungary. This is Trinidad and Tobago. This is maybe Tobago. I've never really learned how to pronounce that properly. One of the more unique flags in the world is Bosnia and Herzegovina. Very, very neat. This is India. A lot of you know that. Barbados. Really, really cool flag. Probably top 5 favorite flags for me. Love the trident. This is Tajikistan, which is kind of interesting because it looks like Hungary, except it got a crest in the middle, and it's one of the stand countries. This is Equatorial Guinea, and this country is interesting because their current capital city, Equatorial Guinea, is there situated in Africa, but just off the coast, there's a small island, and that's where their capital city, Malabo, is. But they're actually relocating it to the mainland. So, little fun fact about Equatorial Guinea for you. This is Botswana. I have a friend that lives in Botswana. Very interesting country. Tanzania. Very popular country. Very common country. Nepal. We all know Mount Everest is there. The only flag that's not a rectangle is Nepal. This is Marshall Islands. Another probably top 5 flag, or favorite flag for me. Now, I'm probably going to say that a lot, so we're probably going to have more than 5 top 5 favorite flags in this video, but we can just call them all top 5, right? No one has to actually keep track. This is San Marino, very small country within Italy, one of the oldest countries in the world. This is Peru, Finland, Canada, my country, one of the easiest flags to recognize in the world. This is Benin, very small country in Africa. I don't really have a lot to say about that flag. We're just going to move on. This is Ethiopia. This is Myanmar, formerly known as Burma, over there in East Asia. Or Southeast Asia, as I say. This is Maldives, very popular honeymoon tourist destination, but it's going to be underwater within the next few decades. So if you ever wanted to go there, go soon. This is Sierra Leone. This is Suriname. So this is the country I was talking about. So Guyana and Suriname border each other. It's Guyana and then Suriname, and then on the east of Suriname is French Guiana. French Guiana is part of France and actually makes up France's largest land border in the world with Brazil. Fun fact for you, France's longest land border in the world is with Brazil because of French Guiana. They speak French there. In Suriname, they speak Dutch. It's a former Dutch colony. And in Guyana, they speak English. So very interesting group of countries there in South America, if you didn't know about that. This is Djibouti. I love this name of this country. I love the color scheme on the flag. Perfect. This is Luxembourg. Looks almost identical to the Dutch flag, but the flag of the Netherlands, the blue at the bottom, is a little bit darker. This is Antigua and Barbuda. This is Bulgaria. Like I said, I'm not gonna have a fact about all of these, but I'm trying to not make it boring, right? If I have a fact, I'm gonna try and give it to you guys. I hope you guys like that. And again, I'm just gonna ask again for you guys to like and subscribe to the channel because I'm doing what I can here, trying to get some footing on YouTube. So anyway, if you're enjoying the videos, keep it up. Bangladesh. I know lots of people from Bangladesh actually. Taiwan. This is I think this is Guinea-Bissau. And I think the 1 star is for their capital, Guinea-Bissau, because the capital of Guinea-Bissau is Bissau. I was right. Okay, so that's how I remember that flag. I have some interesting tricks to remember different flags. A lot of them is just by doing this quiz a lot when I was younger. But I also need to pick up the pace, because I'm almost 8 minutes in and I only have 75, so we're going to go fast. Zimbabwe. This is red, yellow, green is Guinea. Green, yellow, red is Mali. We'll get to that one later. Guinea, okay, this is Nicaragua. Very similar to the others, but with a triangle in the middle. This is Moldova. Chile. Czechia. We're just going to fly through some of the Niger, not Nigeria. It looks a lot like the Indian flag. Niger, this is Micronesia, another Oceania country. This is Liberia. Very intentional design, just like the USA. Austria, China, not China, China. Estonia, this is my favorite country flag in the world. We're going to take a minute to look at it. Blue, black, white. Very simple. Nothing crazy going on. I just love the colors. My favorite country flag. Estonia. This is Ecuador. A lot of these South American ones look the same. You'll learn by the different crests and the different ratios of colors. This is Yemen in the Middle East. This is South Africa. Another amazing flag. Maybe not top 5 for me, but very cool. Egypt. This is either Monaco or Indonesia. I think this is Monaco because the red's a bit darker. Monaco and Indonesia have the same flag as well, except the Indonesian red is a bit brighter. I was right. That's Monaco. South Korea. This is Tonga. This is Sweden. A lot of you guys probably know some of these. This is Uganda. Very cool flag. Jordan with the little star on the left. That's Jordan. This is Turkey, or Turkey, as they want to be referred to now. Zambia, Israel. A lot of people know the Israeli flag. Switzerland. I'm trying to knock a bunch of these out so that I can maybe take some time near the end of the quiz and give some more facts. This is Sao Tome and Principe, and those 2 stars represent Sao Tome and Principe, the 2 islands. Sao Tome and Principe. This is Palestine with the red triangle and the green, white, black Yes, this is Eritrea, one of the most oppressed nations on earth. Very cool flag, but take a look at Eritrea if you haven't before. Comoros, off the east coast of Africa, island nation, pretty cool. This is Colombia. This is Afghanistan, not the current flag, actually. This is the former flag before the Taliban took over, so not technically accurate, but whatever. This is Netherlands, just like the Luxembourg flag with a darker blue. Timor-Leste on the island of Timor in Indonesia, but the east half of the island of Timor is its own country, East Timor. Lithuania, this is Eswatini, formerly known as Swaziland. This is Syria with the 2 stars. That's how I remember this Middle Eastern flag. Brazil, one of the most common flags you'll see around. Tunisia, this is Belize, very cool flag with the red stripes on the top and bottom. This is Venezuela, with stars in the middle. This is Liechtenstein, a small country that I actually have been to. This is Kenya. This is Mauritania, a country that's mostly desert. This is North Macedonia. This is Kuwait with the trapezoid in the black. This is Kuwait. That's how I know that one. This is Philippines. Cool thing about the Philippines, it can be, if it's flipped upside down, it means there's danger or there's wartime. That's how they signify if the red is on top. So be careful if you're ever, for some reason, flying a Filipino flag. Make sure not to put the red on top. Might freak some people out. This is Ukraine. This is Bahamas. This is Togo, small country in Africa. Seychelles, another top 5 favorite flag for me. I think we're at 4 to my top 5. This one's definitely in it. It's a lot of people's favorite flag. Iceland, Panama. Panama's top 10 for me. Maybe not top 5. Serbia, Burundi. I love this flag. I did a presentation on Burundi in high school. Very, very cool. Maybe not top 5, but cool flag nonetheless. This is Russia. As we all know, this is New Zealand. So the difference between Australia and New Zealand, Australia has an extra star beneath the Union Jack, but the New Zealand flag has red stars, Australian flag has white stars. New Zealand. This is Belgium. The aspect ratio on the Belgian flag is kind of interesting. If you see it, it's very narrow. This is Italy, as a lot of us know. This is Albania, very cool flag. Saudi Arabia. This is, Samoa. That's Montenegro. A very royal looking flag, if you ask me, with the gold border. Palau, very small country, very similar flag to Bangladesh. Kiribati, very amazing flag as well. Top 10 for me, not top 5. I don't know how many I'm at now. That's Argentina. This is Cameroon, with the red, and then the red on one side, green, white, black. This is the UAE, United Arab Emirates. This is Mexico. This is the Gambia. The blue represents the river Gambia, that runs right through the middle of the country, the Gambia. Lesotho, country completely surrounded by South Africa. The good old US of A, is I'm sure a lot of the viewers watching this, you're probably from the USA, and that's your flag. This is Australia. Bolivia. This is Slovakia. So I mentioned Slovakia, Slovenia. The crest on the Slovakian flag is much, much bigger, and you can see it has like the double cross on it, as opposed to the hills and snow. Malaysia. Oman, very cool flag. Somalia. This is Indonesia. You can see the red is a little bit brighter than on the Monaco flag. Latvia, Portugal, Paraguay. This is Armenia with the orange on the bottom. It's pretty interesting. This is the Republic of the Congo, not Democratic Republic of the Congo. 2 very different countries. This one, NBA player Serge Ibaka is from this country. It's very cool. There's 2 cities, Brazzaville and Kinshasa. They're just across the river from each other, the capitals of the Republic of the Congo and the Democratic Republic. Pretty cool. Rwanda. What has, they say they have the cleanest capital city in Africa, of Kigali, and it looks pretty good. They do a good job of keeping it clean. This is South Sudan, the newest country in the world, similar to the Sudanese flag we'll get to later. Pakistan, Spain. This is Tuvalu. At one point, it might still be the least visited nation on Earth. There's a great video on YouTube, Yes Theory, and some other channels that go visit it. Very, very interesting nation. Haiti. This is green, yellow, red, with like a neon green. This is Mali. Very cool. This is the DRC, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, which a lot of you probably know. This is Andorra, beautiful mountainous nation between France and Spain. Morocco. This is Madagascar. I'm sure a lot of you have seen that movie. This is Iran. We're going through fast now. This is Senegal with the green star in the middle. That's Senegal. And with the black star in the middle, this is Ghana. I know the flags looked very different anyway, but it's cool that they came up back to back because that's how I personally remember them. Because they're same colors. I know they're flipped, but green star is Senegal, black star is Ghana. This is the Vatican City, as we all know. This is Fiji. Greece. This is Germany. This is Grenada. This is the country I missed in the other video. I pictured this flag, but I kept associating it with other countries. Oh, my fault completely. Really cool flag too, but can't believe I messed it up. So this will be Chad. So versus Romania, you can see, you might not be able to tell, but the blue on this one is much darker than the Romanian one. This is Qatar, as a lot of you know from the World Cup recently. Norway. This is Kosovo, the other country with the outline on the flag. This is Cote d'Ivoire. Orange, white, green is Cote d'Ivoire, not Ireland. And of course the aspect ratio is different as well. Solomon Islands in Oceania. This is Poland with the white on top. Cabo Verde. formerly known as Cape Verde. This is Sudan. Now, this looks a lot like a Middle Eastern flag, but with the green triangle, we're in Africa, we're in Sudan. Azerbaijan, maybe my last top 5 favorite flag country, just because of purely because of the color scheme, which I love. Lebanon, great flag as well. Jamaica, the only flag without red, white, or blue on it. Honduras is interesting because their flag used to be, the blue used to be darker, similar to the El Salvador flag, but they changed it to be brighter. I'm not sure why, but it looks pretty nice if you ask me. This is Mauritius. Actually, you know what? Take out Azerbaijan, put in Mauritius as one of my favorite flags. Just love it. Very simple. 4 great colors that contrast very well. Really cool. This is Gabon. This is Cambodia with the cool like temple on it. I love that flag. Thailand. These 2 countries border each other, and that's going to do it. Look at that. I nailed that one. It took me only about 15 minutes to name all 197 countries. Nailed it. Take a victory lap. You know what? I needed that. I needed a big victory after missing just one country, just Grenada, on the last video. To be able to come in here and put on that performance, I'm super hyped about it, and I hope you guys are too. So thank you for watching my my Flags of the World challenge. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I can put out some more videos like this in the future. If you enjoy the quizzes, let me know. I'm GeoGoose. We'll catch you in the next one.